now I'm live. You know, I had a whole, well, as long as that thing's been running, you see the whole design. I've been talking to myself. Thought I was live. I wasn't live. Wow. So anyway, I'm stitching a project for someone. That's what that is over there. I'm stitching a Notions pouch with the cat and the moon. Um, it is on a Notions pouch with a purple zipper. And so just thought I'd stitch and chat. And so I'm working on my 100 Days of Halloween block from this morning. I made a tombstone. I had this made by the time I had my video uploaded. So I was going to sew it on a plain block, and I thought my tombstone deserved a cemetery. So I'm getting ready to sew it on. But I'm making a moon to go with it. So I'm making a cute little moon. I was going to use the silver sparkly yarn, but it was too close to this gray, and I didn't want the moon to blend into the tombstone, so I thought I would use yellow. I was going to make a blood moon, but what color really is a blood moon? I mean, it's red, but I don't know. I didn't want to get too creepy with it, so I just decided to go with the harvest moon, which is more a gold, I guess, in my eyes. I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm just sitting here, just working away, doing customer orders. It's done with the orange. Now it's going on to the black. So I'm hoping you guys can hear me okay. I feel like I have to yell over top of the machine because it's so loud and it's right in my ear. You guys probably aren't hearing it as well as I am. But if nobody pops in by the time this is finished, I'll probably just end it because this is more of a trial thing. But if people jump in, well, then I will continue my live stream and we'll just see how it goes. I really don't have anything to talk about with no chats in the comment box. I don't even think I introduced myself because I introduced myself the first time around. Hi, it's Rainy and Shadow from the Woolly Llama, and we're here with a live. There we go. Now you got your proper introduction. So, sorry about that. Because, like I said, I had a whole. I think I'd been doing a whole like 6 minutes before I realized I wasn't live yet, and so. And just like that, it's almost magically done. Hey, welcome in, Michelle Plays Hooky. Hi there. That's annoying. I thought I shut that off. Now I can actually hear myself. How are you doing today, Michelle? Oh, you're okay. I'm glad to see you're doing okay. I'm doing good too. I was doing an experiment. I use my other YouTube account to be filming. So, and then now I'm on this side. It's, yeah. You can hear an echo? Here, let me, hold on a second. Yeah, it's this one over here. Well, okay, so no, I still got an echo. It won't let me turn the volume down completely on this other one. I'm trying to leave the other one. There, that's better. I'll just have to figure that out at a different day. I just totally went off my phone, and that's the only way I could. Yeah, it wouldn't let me totally turn down the volume on my phone, which that was just weird. Now it would let me mute that one, but it wouldn't let me turn the volume down. So when I was talking, you could still hear it. But no, I was just doing an experiment to see if I could like film what I was doing and then have a live stream over here. So no, the mute didn't work. I already had it muted. I muted it like on the phone, and I muted it. Anyway, this is the project I was working on. It's a Notions pouch for one of my customers. And so I take it out of the frame like this. You got to be careful not to get your fingers in it. because it's magnetic. That's true. I guess I could do it that way. Picture in a picture. Maybe. So then I ripped the interfacing off, and then I still got more to cut away. That's the tear away. Yeah, oh, snap is right. I got my finger in it the other day, the big one, the big 10 by 10. That hurt just a little. And they are super strong magnets. You can't get them around computers or cell phones or anything like that because it will actually erase memory or erase stuff. I'm not supposed to get them around pacemakers. They are like super strong. I have just barely learned how to edit. Since this 100 Days of Halloween thing that I've been doing, I've gotten real familiar with editing real fast. I just use whatever it is on my computer, Clipchamp or something like that. It's a Microsoft product, and that's what I use to edit. So, because there for the longest, I was just using my phone for videos, and I found out that I just really couldn't do as much with just my phone. So now I use my phone and my computer, and because half the time it won't let me put the pictures I want for the thumbnails from my computer because it says they're too big. So I have to use my phone and for the thumbnails. Because most of the time the thumbnails are what I really want to show the ones on my phone are what I really want to show anyway. So what have you been up to today? Anything fun? Hey, Bridget, you just missed my machine. I had it going. I actually had 2 screens up. I was making an oceans pouch for a customer. So, and then also, while that was going, I was working on my 100 Days of Halloween block. I was doing the little headstone that I drew this morning. I had this little headstone done before I even uploaded the video. I mean, it was like while I was uploading, I was crocheting my little headstone, my little tombstone. And here's this little cemetery. And then here's the little moon. So this one went together really fast. Usually it takes me longer than a day to get one put together. So how are you, Bridget? Are you doing okay? Oh. Oh. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I had to go earlier, like a couple weeks ago, for a repeat diagnostic ultrasound because I had some suspicious stuff in the first one, but it came out to be just cysts, so no big deal. They're just going to watch them and see what happens with them. That's no fun. Scratchy is no fun. I'm glad you're staying busy, Bridget. That's good. Yeah, I'm like you. I stay busy and it keeps my mind off the pain. So, yep. That's why I stay busy all the time. Mine is more, I mean, of late, it's more to keep my mind off the pain, but it used to be because of my anxiety. If I didn't have somewhere to focus my mind and my energy, then I would ruminate on things and it wasn't good. So really crafting and my dog have been the things that have really helped me. So I'm sorry it's not funny, Michelle, but yeah, that's what it reminded me of too. I just wasn't going to say that. So, yep, I've just been working on customer orders today and working on my 100 Days of Halloween blanket. And I went to the bank, had to drop off a customer order, and had to go with my husband to take his glasses back to the eye doctor because they weren't right. Poor fella can't see to do his digitizing. Well, mine's been extra barky. he's he's right there. He always stays with me. Well, I'm kind of old enough to remember. Sorry, get that light off. It was more my grandma and my mom than was me, but oh well, thank you so much, Bridget. Oh well, I guess you can read it, Michelle. She's sending light and healing, love and healing light to both. So, so, yep. I tried to take my pup for a walk earlier today, and he's having some issues today with his hip, so we didn't get very far before he decided he wanted to turn around and come home. We only made it not even a quarter of the way around the block, and he was like, "Nope, not having it today." And I could see he wasn't limping before we started walking, but on the way back he was limping. So poor guy. So yep, that's where I'm at. Yeah, it's humid here over by Beaumont. It's really humid. I forget what the temperature is. It's like 80 something, 89. It's like this is supposed to be fall, not summer. No, I'm not that far. I'm actually in Silsby, so I'm just a little bit further, maybe like an hour and a half, hour. I don't know. It depends on traffic. It's only an hour if you don't consider traffic. Yeah, the humidity. I don't think the Texas weather agrees with my dog. He hasn't been happy since we moved here. He's just been achy and painy since we moved here. So now, oh, look at him now. He's got his nose to the wall. He knows I'm talking about him. Where am I from? Well, I was originally born in New York, and I stayed there for the first 4 years of my life. And then we moved to New Mexico for about 10 years. And then the biggest chunk of my life I spent in Missouri. And then we moved here. I was a travel nurse for about a year and a half before we moved here. So we were kind of all over the Northeast for a while. But my husband's from here. Well, not from here, further south. He's He was born in Groves, down by Nederland, Port Arthur, that area. So my in-laws are what brought me back. You know, we got to take a peek and watch over them and that kind of thing. Well, not really watch over them, but, you know, just be close. So I'm just sewing on my moon right now. Although I'm not thinking it's going to make it. I should have moved it over a little bit. Well, that's okay. I'll just rip it out and start over again. Yeah, so my husband helped me take care of my parents before they passed. We lived on the farm right next door to my mom and dad, and he helped me take care of mine. And so, you know, I feel like, well, and I'm a nurse too, so, you know, it makes sense to kind of watch over the loved ones. And I mean, that's just the way I was raised, was to take care of my elders. So, you know, which I don't know why they have to live in Texas. It's miserable here. It's like I didn't know what I was getting myself into. No, it's not bad here. It's not bad. It's just the humidity that gets me. So my oldest one turned 29 the other day. Doesn't seem humanly possible that my oldest could be 29 already. He turned 29 on the 28th of August. It was last Thursday. And so it's just like, where has the time gone? You know, I hear some of my other YouTube friends and family keep telling me it's like fall in other places. And it stays hot. And let's see, we've been in Texas. This will be our third fall now, and it just seems like it stays hot till December. Because I remember coming here on vacation the year before we moved here, and it was still hot in October. And it just, yeah, it's like fall in other places, and I'm jealous. I want it to be fall here. I think that's why I'm really doing this 100 Days of Halloween thing, to try to trick my brain into thinking that it's more fallish than it really is. One, two, it's just cool to do fall themed stuff. It's like I'm done with summer. I don't really like summer, so you know, after the 4th of July, it's like summer's done. That's the end of summer, in my opinion. Oh, I gotta switch glasses. I forgot. It's terrible. I have to switch glasses to be able to read my computer screen. Yeah, we actually had a really nice day here on Sunday. It was like 70 and it was nice. But I was at work. Of course, it's nice when I have to work all day. Well, thank you girls so much for coming. I appreciate you being here. I thought I was just going to sit here and be by myself for a while. But that's okay. It rained here on Saturday, I think. So you guys, I don't know, you guys might have had it on Sunday. Because, you know, Houston's a whole other, you know, time zone away or something. Oh, that's right. Tonight is your 6-year YouTube channel party. That's right. I forgot about that. I mean, I'm horrible, and if YouTube doesn't remind me, if it doesn't send up a notification, I totally lose track of the days except for Saturday and Sunday. So I will probably be there. 7 p.m. So that's 6 p.m. my time. Yeah, it's not hard to do. This is like, I mean, so since I just work Saturday and Sunday, this is the first year that I've actually gotten a lot of holidays off. Because unless they fall on Saturday or Sunday, I don't have to work them. Otherwise, it's like usually I end up working the holidays. So, I mean, I miss the holiday pay, but it's nice having the holiday off. Because, you know, working in healthcare, you don't exactly get holidays off very often. Now, I do volunteer to work some holidays so others can have the holidays with their family, since my kids are all grown up and gone. It's just me and my husband and the dog. You know, we don't exactly celebrate. You know, we can celebrate whenever. But, you know, as far as just general everyday having the holidays off is kind of cool. Oh, okay. It's like, man, it seems like everybody's got something going on health wise. I finally got my kidneys halfway straightened out. The numbers were a lot better at my last blood work, so there for a while it was kind of scary. Thought I was going to have to go on dialysis, and I'm like way too young for that. Ain't nobody got time for that business. So yep, I would work whatever holidays that my coworkers didn't, because I took their shifts. So usually I worked the whole like holiday from like the 23rd to the 26th, and then had like the rest of the week off because I was working everybody else's shifts. So, and I work Thanksgivings, I work whatever. Now, the one day I really don't like to work is when time changes. If I'm working the day shift, I really don't like working that one. It's like that's the only holiday I care about is time change. And that's not even really a holiday. This last one, like, to really, it's rough because what I do is I do 16-hour shifts. I do like a Baylor weekend, and so I only get 8 hours between evening shift and my next day shift. So that's 8 hours, but you got to consider I have to give a report. I have like a 4 or 5 minute drive home. You just can't jump into bed and go to sleep immediately. And then to lose that hour of sleep in the spring, I was like a walking zombie the next day. I could not even function on time change on that spring weekend. It was crazy. And it's like, I'm never doing this again. But it's nice. I mean, the 16-hour shifts are nice, and the fact that I get 5 days a week off. So I do really like that. And I like the people I take care of. So, you know, I mean, it's worth it. Except for that weekend. Does anybody else save their scraps, or is it just me? I save my scraps. I have like all sorts of jars and containers of scraps all over my desk. I save them. I do all sorts of things with scraps. I even have like, I save itsy bitsy little balls. I have bigger balls. I save it all. I find uses for all of it. Yeah. Or were you a nurse, or what kind of healthcare are you, or were you, or are you still working? Oh, hey, Missy, welcome in. Sorry, I just now saw you. I was like looking at Michelle's comment right below yours, and I didn't even see you. Shame on me. You know, you missed it, Missy. I was filming this on my live. See, look, it's purple. Oh, well, bless you for taking care of your mother with dementia. My dad had dementia, but my mom was still alive to help. And then we took care of my mom. She had COPD really bad, and so yeah, it should have been down a little bit further, but it'll be okay. It is all right. It is still functional. It is functional. You can still use it. And so, yep, if you watch the first part of this live over again, I had two screens, but I couldn't figure out how to turn the volume completely off on my phone. And so there was an echo when I turned when the machine finally stopped. So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Bridget's going to have her 6-year anniversary tonight at 7 o'clock her time, 6 o'clock my time. I don't know whose time zone you're in, mine or hers. I think you're in hers. Can't remember. But anyway, I am sewing together my graveyard. I'm sewing it together. I gave my tombstone a cemetery to hang in. So it's getting there. This block went together really fast. Usually they do not go together this fast. Of course, I have been sitting here for a few minutes putting it together. I've been here like 30 minutes. Bridget's Eastern, you're Central. So you're the same one as me. You're in the same time zone as me. But Patricia, is Patricia opposite of us? Is she in Eastern? I don't know. Indiana's messed up. Because I think she's an hour later than us. Yeah. She's in Eastern. I didn't give you guys any warning because this was just like a trial thing. I didn't want to like set it up and then have it be an utter fail, and you know, so I didn't put out like an actual I didn't set up an announcement or a thing that I was doing it, because I was just really going to sneak in and sneak out, but it didn't work. Then, Michelle Plays Hooky came in, and then Bridget came in, and now 35 minutes later, here I am. I'm still here. So, yeah. I really need to work on your other Notions pouches, but I need to change threads before I do that. So that's why I haven't started on the next one yet, which I'll do that as soon as I get off this live. Yes, I was sneaky today. I was sneaky today. I snuck right in. I snuck into the YouTubes and yep. I thought Mr. Llama was trying to sneak in again. Little turkey. So what are you up to today, Missy? I know what Bridget and Michelle are up to. What have you been up to? Anything fun? Because me, I've just been doing the things. Yes. Earlier, just a little bit ago, he had his nose completely to the wall while I was talking about him. He was like, don't talk about me. He was like totally just up against that wall. But now he's like got his head out and, oh, because I know why. Because he hears Derek in the kitchen. So now he's facing the kitchen to hear what's going on in the kitchen. He wants to know what's for supper. Oh. Did I say the word supper? Oh, no, he's not going to do it now. I thought he heard me say supper, and he was just looking at me. Yes, all sorts of good things come from the kitchen, especially when my husband cooks. I think we're having something like, uh-oh. Now we done. I
heard you talking about.
Now we done did it. He's in here. We're having some, beef stew? Is that what we're doing?
Yes, in about an hour and a half.
Yeah. We're having beef stew.
And I got options for those shirts ready.
Oh. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Well. Oh, Missy said hi, Mr. Llama.
Hello.
He said hi back. So the elusive Mr. Llama, who never wanted to be filmed or photographed or any of that, is now sneaking into my videos more frequently. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I love that, Michelle. Yeah, that's with him. Usually there's good things, yummy things. He's a very good cook. I am so lucky I married him because I don't cook. Never have. I mean, when I was little, I did like 4-H growing up, but to actually cook a meal, I don't cook. Well, I am sorry that you've been fighting to upload your video. I finally saw it right before. I was watching that right before I went live, and I was like, I need to go live. I need to get that done. And I was like, oh, look, Missy's video's up. I got to do that. I got to watch that. And then I'll go live. And then I talked to myself for a whole 6 minutes before I realized I wasn't live. It was crazy. I mean, I had the whole introduction and what I was doing and everything all laid out. And I was like, okay, I'm done now. And I looked up and it was like, I wasn't even live. Yeah, so I tried to upload some, like a couple of my videos, the long, the sewing ones, the ones with the embroidery machine and the music and stuff. I tried to do it in 4K. That like to take half the day to upload 4K, 30 minutes of 4K. It was crazy. And I don't really notice a difference. I mean, some things it might make a difference, but on my embroidery videos, I don't believe it really does. Maybe, I don't know. I wish I could do it like side by side so I could see. Because I was watching it on my big TV in the living room, and so, I don't know if it's actually 4K is actually worth it for what I do. So if you guys notice a difference, let me know. But I think I'll go back to the 180 or 1080. Well, I think I'm gonna finish this tombstone up, and then I'm gonna cut this short because I got actual shop business I got to take care of, but I've got this much left to go. Well, I don't know what kind of computer or whatever you have, Michelle, but this one it's on that I have is called Microsoft Clipchamp. And I mean it's super easy to play with, and it has some pre-made stuff that you can mess around with. And I mean, I don't think it's going to make a difference. As far as uploading, I think they're all about the same, and I think it's going to depend on what your internet is like. And out here in podunk nowhere, it's going to take forever anyway. So maybe in Houston you'll have better luck. But out here in the middle of nowhere, our internet sucks. So, well, it's been great chatting with y'all. I really do. I need to do lives more often. I just never know what to say in live. I'm just a person of few words. It's hard to get 10 minutes out every day on my 100 days of Halloween. I mean, sometimes it's easier than others, but a lot of times I'm just like stretching. Well, I mean, the only difference between a live and an actual is that you just, once it's out of your mouth, you can't re-record it. It's out there and everybody has seen it. So, I mean, you could always delete the video, but the people in the live have seen what you've done or seen what you've said. And, it's, I don't know that. I mean, to me, that's the only difference. But if I have a video that I don't like, I just I just re-record it. But in a live, I can't really re-record a live. And especially if it's, if it's for a special event or something, like my birthday live, that you can't really redo something like that. I mean, it is fun to get everybody in the same room and chit-chatting in the comments like you guys are, But I feel like I'm the only one talking because I have to read the chat. So, well, I think I bit off more than I could chew with this 100-day project. It's like, But it's fun. I mean, we've had a lot of fun with it, and I've already decided it's going to take me longer than 100 days to do this because I can't get a square done every day. But my important thing is I still draw out a square every day for everybody else, if they want to do it, or if they, and not everybody has to make the same project I am. It's like we have it go in 4 different ways, well, yeah, 4 different ways. We got 2 of us making blankets, and one making apparel, and another one, making an accessory. And so, but I mean, we're all having fun with it. Me and Missy especially. I think we're enjoying it more than everybody else. I think we're even enjoying it more than the people watching. So, but, and I did not plan for the spiders to take over my blanket. I just did not plan for that to happen. So, all right, folks. Ta-da. There is my cemetery block. And there's even a little, if y'all are wondering, that's a spider web and a spider. So, Power Director, I think that's what my cousin uses for her videos, but she's stopped making videos, I think, because I've not seen her make a video in a long time. But when she was making videos, she used Power Director. And I know you're loving this. I know you're loving it, Missy. I'm loving it too. It's a lot of fun. Just like this little block. I had so much fun making it today. It's like, and I mean, I just thought, oh, an easy block, I'll get it out of the way. And then I ended up, making a cemetery and a moon and stitching a little spider on it. And so I'm actually done with my block on the correct day, and it's not even bedtime yet. So it's a win. Yay! So yeah. Well, there's lots of days I've been thinking, it's like, oh, I really want to do that block. I really want, but I need to finish that block over there. And I shouldn't have done that. I should have just went with it and did the block, and come back to the ones I don't want to do. And now I'm super behind. Happy dance. Happy dance. So, well, I want to thank y'all for coming, but I got to go take care of official shop business. I got to send some emails, and I got to finish some Notions pouches for Missy. And, oh, I was going to show that. Oh, wait a minute before you go. Wait a minute. I got to get something. You wait. 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 You didn't wait. What? Get back in here. I told you to wait. Come on, get up there. It's like, you big dork. I told you to wait, and you didn't. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry, guys. That's the prototype of Missy's Yarniverse. I just used whatever thread I had on there. And then this is like, the fabric behind it was outer space fabric that I just had. And I was like, so cool. So yeah, I have to show that off because Missy, it's going on Notions pouches like this. So yeah, it's going to have different color planets because, like I said, that was just what was on the machine when I ran the test run. So, but yeah, anything your little mind can imagine, my imagination can make it look like that. So if y'all ever think of anything you want, send me an email because I will take care of you. All right, now really, y'all, I got to get off here. I've loved seeing you. It's been great. We'll have to do this again sometime. So I will see y'all later. Take care.